fashionably early for a change. By like a whopping 20 seconds. Incredible 20 seconds early. Today I'm going to be playing one of my favorite games. Just because I want to. Am I playing Voices of the Void? No. What gave you that idea? Yes. This game doesn't have, unless I'm stupid and dumb, which is just the truth, but, you know. Unless I'm stupid and dumb, other than the fact that I'm stupid and dumb, this game isn't, like, a choice for when you, like, stream. And that makes 2 games now where that's happened in my short streaming career thus far. And I don't blame YouTube for not having squeeballs. But this game not being an option is kind of mental. I've played a little bit of this game. I think a year ago. I think it was version 0.7.0. Pretty easy to remember. Voices of the Void is a, it's a scary game, first of all. Said it was M for mature. Because there's some giblets sometimes. Oh. Not sexy giblets, blood giblets. But yeah, we're just, let the game exist for a second. It's gonna... Alright, the lag seems to have subsided. Yeah, this is one of my favorite games. You've never heard of it? User The Void has never heard of the game called Voices of the Void. Likely story. I think it's a faux source game. I don't actually know if it is made in source. What is this game? It's called Voices of the Void. It is free to download on the itch.io page. It's a donationware game at the moment. This game actually is not doing the early access thing where they release the game in early access and then they're like, oh, we're getting money to have an unfinished game. Let's just milk this for 6 years. The dev for this game actually cares about it. And right now, I'm playing on version 0.8.0e. Which is a whole number higher than when I originally played this game for like a week straight, because I was addicted to it a year ago or something. So there should be new content, and I didn't exactly finish the content that was in the game the last time I played it, so you'll get some fresh reactions out of me, and I think this is a very relaxing game with a sprinkle of horror in it. I think I feel that way largely because I'm not really affected a whole lot by horror. But yeah, it's just it's a best way I can describe it is it's a job simulator game where the job is... What kind of game is it? It is... I guess I didn't exactly answer that question. It's a job simulator game where you're scanning space for anomalous activity, like that black circle right there that I think is just a planet, but my god, I don't think it's supposed to be that dark. I feel like that's some sort of texture error, but it's a space game where you get signals from space, and some of the signals are you know, not exactly space noise. Like some weird ambient noise that a fucking planet might radiate. That we just turn into, like, a sound or something. Reminds me of LCD Dream Simulator. I've never played that game, but I know of it. I don't know if it's like that. Basically, I'll explain a little better when we get to the... If you watch the stream, you'll see. But there's the base right there. Again, I have played this game before, so I'm not really... Especially the start of the game here, I'm gonna be just like... not explaining anything. I'm going to explain things as best I can as I consciously think about the fact that there are people probably watching who have not played this game. You know, I'm not going to be discovering new things alongside you guys for the start of the game here, and I'm going to take a lot of things that I know about the game already for granted. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But for just this little bit, you know, if you give it 15 minutes, you're going to figure out what the general gist of this game is real soon, because I've made it to the base. This is home base. You have to physically type in the keypad here. I already know the password, but I'll read it for you guys. It's really hard to remember. Really, really secure. I should probably grab this so that people can't also just see what it is. And this is the base. It's kind of bad. I need to go turn the power on, apparently. I don't remember that being a thing. I'll give you a tour when I get the power on. This game is a slow burner, okay? So obviously this is a horror game. There's gonna be spooks. There's gonna be fucking aliens and paranormal phenomena. I'll spoil that for you right now. No, the power is on. Why the fuck? Oh, I'm an idiot. That light at the front door that I was flicking? That light? The front door that I was flicking? Porch light. It is a porch light. I accidentally just locked that open. Good job, me. Power is on. I don't know why the parking brake isn't on my ATV. How do I get off? Dismount, escape. It has been a little while since I've played this game. Fuck. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. I can use the numpad for this, but I don't think my numpad works for some reason. My numpad doesn't work. Maybe I need to turn on numlock. Hold on. Oh, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck, I don't remember what the password for this one is then. Okay. I guess I just won't know what the password for that is. Well, this little guard booth has 2 light switches under the counter that are for the hallway, but I guess the hallway is just gonna be dark until I remember what that password is. So here's the main room. Pretty much the entire game takes place in this room. And, yeah, you do this. This is the gameplay loop. As you go on, you can upgrade these things so it's not so fucking slow, but basically I look for a signal. It'd be really cool if I could find one within the next 12 seconds. That probably won't happen. I can, let me get rid of this trash here. I can actually see the corner there. I can press space to, I can press shift to ping. And, essentially that shows me what direction the signals are that are currently on this monitor. I need to find one and scan one. Here we go. Hopefully this isn't a dud signal. Excellent. Okay, it's, I'm gonna run outside real quick because the fucking window's disgusting. Shit. You can see the satellites are now moving to all point at one particular location in the sky, according to the ping I just did. And when those are done moving into place, I can then calibrate for the signal here on the polarity filter. And this is the main, so like I said, this is like a job simulator game. This is the job that is being simulated. Did it not actually? There should be something on this screen. There we go. Okay, I was doing it early. It's not, it wasn't actually there. It's been a little bit since I've played this. Now I have to calibrate the signal using these knobs. I want this to be as close to 100% as I can. This is an amazing horror game. Again, I don't really get got by horror. I'm not one of those people that enjoys horror because I enjoy being scared. I enjoy horror for the aesthetic, and let me tell you, this is my favorite aesthetic horror game. It's just like, when I was a kid, I would play Gmod by myself in a single-player server because I didn't have any friends and I didn't like to play online. TTT was not my shtick. I was too antisocial for that. So I'd get into a single-player server on like fucking GM Flatgrass or some shit, and I would take the media player mod that had like TVs that you could load YouTube videos on, and I would do what I always do, which is sit there and watch YouTube videos, but I would do it from within Gmod. And this game is basically what if that, but you know, occasionally a monster is like, hey, you know that casual relaxation that you're trying to have within the escapism of a game? What if I just stick a wrench in that real quick? You know? That's basically what this game is. At least that's the way I feel about it. If you're actually the kind of person that's affected by horror, it's, like I said, it's a slow burn, so maybe... I think I've seen some people give this game pretty low reviews because they're just like, there's nothing that's happening. It's like, it's a slow burn. Like, the first in-game week, almost nothing is going to happen. The first in-game week of this game, almost jack shit is going to happen to us. We're just going to sit here, we're going to get signals, ideally we're going to clean up this goddamn mess a little bit, and then things will slowly ramp up from there. When was this game realized? Like, when was it made originally? I think this game was originally incepted like fucking only like 2 or 3 years ago. I could be wrong. Now, so let me give you, since now I have a signal going, let me give you a little tour, okay? So obviously, here's the front of the base. This is where we came in. Here is, as I walked through to trying to get into that room, but I don't remember the password. Here's the garage. And we have an ATV that we can use to drive around. It's a lot better than walking, I fucking promise you. Other than that, it's not too crazy. There's this weird lift that goes into another room upstairs that I will show you, but I'm not going to use the lift. So that's cool. And then here is a break room that is really gross. Here is a storage room that is really gross. And here is a stairwell that is really gross. And downstairs there is a basement with such classics as a lot of boxes, suspicious curtains, mannequins for some reason at some sort of like NASA science fucking base, I don't know, an incinerator for no reason, and a meat locker that does not have a handle, and yet somebody's trying to prop it shut with a chair, which is a good sign. That is a good sign. And then upstairs is where the house is. We have an above the goddamn diner apartment, you know, like, you know, you go downtown and there's like a diner and then there's people living above the diner. That's what we do. So you got this room. You have this guy who's always drunk on the job. If I didn't know that was there, that may have jump scared me a little bit, but I knew that was there. I'm gonna move him so that he doesn't block this. Okay, bye. Alright, he's a lost cause. You got this gross room, and then this is a lift, which is really nice for moving a piano up here, but I don't think I want a piano up here. And then down these stairs is the main living area. This is the bed. It's nailed down, which is a good sign. Now you got this fridge. There's classics in here such as burger, chocolate bar, singular banana in the fridge, and an MRE. Close. Thank you. And then here's the bathroom with the world famous toilet burger. Toilet burger. Oh, and then there's the balcony as well. You can even look through this. Wow. Bars. And on the occasion, what key was it? Oh, E. You can even zoom in. Wow, that is a planet that is very popped up on sugar. But yeah, that is the brief tour of the base. There's a little more to it, but I won't spoil that for anybody that hasn't seen this game. Yeah, I'll be a little bit knowledgeable about some things, especially on the start of the game here, but oh, I also forgot. Server room. Server room, very important. Server room. There's servers in there, if you didn't know. And that's the base. It's a goddamn shithole. I don't know what on earth happened. Firefly. Sorry. I've only ever seen one firefly in real life, and I was like, holy shit, they're real. So every time I see them in a game now, I'm just like, how realistic is it? And that one is a yellow dot, so not that realistic. But yeah, this is kind of the game. I imagine this first stream, maybe even the first couple streams, are just going to be very casual. You know, maybe something slightly unnerving will happen here and there, but for the most part, I'm just going to get signals, fucking clean the base, we'll shoot the shit and talk about fucking, I don't know, horse racing. I got nothing to say about horse racing. We're not going to talk about horse racing. Nice. Calm down. Thank you. And that's gonna be what we do for the first couple. Man, I forgot how fucking bad all this stuff is at the start of the game. Not even halfway yet. Well, let's start cleaning up, I guess. There's nothing better to do. Oh yeah, for me personally, this is a very casual, you know, just relaxation game. Honestly, on the level that a normal person would consider Stardew Valley to be. You just, you know, there's really no stakes. You just hang out, you have fun, you collect signals. If I go look on the computer, like I was saying earlier, one of my favorite things to do as a kid because I was lonely and had no friends was to, using the media player mod within Garry's Mod, I would watch YouTube videos just like in a fucking Gmod house. Very sad behavior, I know. But in this game, you actually can do the same thing. You can't use YouTube links, as it says in the description there. But you can download videos and play them on the TVs, and you can even, there's a radio that you can play your own MP3s on. So this game is, as much as it is a horror game, it is also a very casual game. Like another one of my favorite games, Anomalous Black Circle, is I really like fuck, what is the name of the game? I'm gonna try to not sit here and waste time. I'm gonna actually clean up a little bit while I try to ramble about shit. Another one of my favorite games for the reasons of it's just kind of a game that you like sandbox around in and fuck around is My Summer Car. And unlike My Summer Car, where I don't know how the fuck a car works at all, and I have no interest in cars, so like everything but the car is interesting me, that game. I actually like every part of this game. There is no car that I have to build from scratch, and then I'm like, I don't know how cars work. I'm just gonna mod the car to being fixed so that I can, you know, do the part of the game I enjoy. I like every part of this game. You got a little bit of cleaning simulator. You got, here's a puzzle. So the way that this works is 6 plus 4 is 10, and the second digit in 10 is 0. 6 minus 7 is -1, so 1, and that's the way that this works. 6 plus 2 is pretty easy, 8, 13, 4, -1, 0, 13. There's even a, I fucked up somewhere. Don't trust me to do math, but I did explain to you the way that it's supposed to work correctly. I just did math wrong. So, there's a timer here, and if you get a good time, I'm going to exploit this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it out loud. There's, like, your record here. When you beat your record, you get a bit of money, so I'm just going to sit here and make a really high record so I can beat it a lot and get a lot of money. That was the good noise. I got a whole $5! Hell yeah. There's a terminal here that I can, like, terminal some stuff. There's all the main things you need to know about. And all that stuff. But yeah, not to sound like a broken record, but this is mostly just gonna be a very casual stream where I'm just gonna be mostly cleaning, since I don't think there's a whole lot crazy I can do at the start of this game. Obviously, occasionally we'll listen to signals, but this one is taking quite a while. Let me read my emails here. Welcome. Welcome to your new job, Dr. Kell. My name is Leah, your main supervisor. You've probably got through the learning period, but I'll remind you what your job is and what to do. In short, your job is basically scanning the sky for anomalous signals. That is your main task. Another task is to process the data of these signals and send us the data stored on analog drives. You will get a reward for each drive, and if you process the signal to further levels, you will get more points. Next task is to look after these big satellite dishes, its servers, and calibration. You can recalibrate satellites remotely through the console panel, but if the satellite server ever shuts down, you have to manually fix it. The server is inside the satellites. Alright, I think that is it. The nuclear reactor is not implemented yet, so you don't need to worry about that. I think that's a very meta commentary from the dev. He's like, there is going to be a nuclear reactor that you got to make sure doesn't explode, but that's not in the game yet, so... you don't know about that. Gather the signals, process them, sell results to us. Look after the satellites, that's it. Good luck. Another long message from Dr. Bao. Hello, I am Dr. Bao. I will be responsible for your daily tasks. In short, I will ask you to do a quick task at the start of every day. First, I will request a specific amount of drives. These can range from level 0 drives to level 3. I understand your situation, however, and will not request a drive you can't obtain. He's like, I know that you're poor. I will not ask you for drives that you can't afford to actually get because you don't have any of the upgrades. The second task I will ask of you is a simple satellite checkup. Go to the satellite, type in SV hash into the server, and write down the server, a number, and a note. For example, Bravo 024. I misread it already. Once you've done that, attach it to the lid of a drive box and set it off with the drone. I love the little notebook and table. You can tear some pages out for the notes. As usual, you get a nice point bonus if you complete these for me. Have a nice day / night wherever you are, Dr. Bao. Do you not even know where I am? That's fucked up. Oh yeah, so that wall of text that I bothered to read in its entirety for some reason, don't worry about it. If you watch me play, I'll just be doing those things. There you go. There's a little verbal explanation of what is to be done. Again, you just ignore that because I'm gonna autopilot do that anyway, so just sit there and watch me do it. Again, though, I can't really do a whole lot until this gets to 100%, so I'm just gonna pick up some bottles and stuff. Do I have an item box or anything? It'd be really cool if I had, like, a real storage device. There might be one in, like, one of these rooms. Technically, I could use the trash can. I guess this is a storage device. I'll unpack my bag in a second. These are good. 1440 storage, that's pretty good. I might have to move those out of here. Don't throw out the bottles. I can use them to make Molotovs? Alright. That's all you had to say. Wow. Well-balanced suitcase. Good noise. Oh, by the way, is the audio level to your liking? Those of you who are still with me, despite the boring early start to this game, according to some people. I keep wasting my flashlight battery. I don't think a battery is exactly expensive, I hope, but 20. Okay, it's not cheap, especially when I have 5 to my name, so maybe don't keep using the flashlight battery. I'll just, I'll let it be a little dark. Can't really hear it. There's honestly not a whole lot to hear. I think the best thing that I could do to calibrate the volume that it should be is I should, like... And now, is that an appropriate volume level? Because if that is an appropriate volume level, then the game is fine. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm pretty sure the low points in this game are supposed to be low. I mean, it's supposed to be subtle. Obviously, it would be nice if you guys could hear maybe this, because I'm wearing headphones, and I don't exactly know how streaming works, but, some of the subtlety is surely lost on the low end, but, when something decides to fling everything in my room off my desk, or one of these decides to get stuck under the ground, I don't want it to be ear-piercingly loud, not just for you guys, but also for me, so... That's the real barometer, is how loud is stuff like this. You know what I mean? So, as long as that isn't, like, hurting your ears loud, it should be fine. It's been a while since, because when I first played this game and I was addicted to it for like a week straight, obviously I got decently far. I cleaned the entire base, and to see it gross like this again with fucking trash coming through the goddamn ceiling is a little disheartening. Oh, in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll notice that I do have needs. S stands for food, and F stands for food, and S stands for sleep. Character's kind of getting hungry. I did pick up a burger. I was about to come up here and raid the fridge. Chicken burger. Chicken burger, the best burger option. As someone who does not eat burgers, I will take your word for it. Borger. Borger. Well, there was that. Guess I don't need to do that anymore. This should be done by now. Yes, it is. Okay, so, you watched me calibrate for the signal after finding it. The next step is to move that signal to this monitor, where I can then save the signal using this button. If I go under the monitor here and go to database, you'll see that there's absolutely jack shit in the database. But if I press this button, there it is. That made a copy of it onto my local computer. How nice. So now is the part where I listen to the signal. This is also a good barometer for the volume. Speaking of which, I can change the volume. But, obviously 100 is the default. Well, that sounded like shit. So we don't have the ability to right now, but the next step would be to put that in here, transfer it to this monitor, and then upgrade it. But I don't have that at all. So that is as done as it can be for now. Good job, me. Let's find another signal. Now there is one very close up here. You can see by the small arrow. Please be a real signal. There can be some dud signals because there are upgrades to make it so there are fewer dud signals, and we don't have any of those upgrades, so you know, that's how it is. I'm gonna also want to collect these. Fine, trash. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to do is some storage that's like worth a damn would be nice. So I am going to be stealing these filing cabinets from this room. Any day now. Here, I got an idea for this. A lot better than just trying to pull that. That's this locker. Yes. Am caveman. Must destroy. Are you there yet? This might be less effective than I remember it being. This is working, I promise. Not as efficient as maybe using real tools, but this is what I have. Dear God, man. My goodness, it's taken a while. Let's just, you know. Kind of feel like my sensitivity is higher than I would like. This should, as far as I know, even though the version is a slightly newer version, you know, it should still have my saves. When I got my new computer not too long ago, I did, like, copy over verbatim my app data folder and whatnot. Isn't this doing anything? Where is it? Huh. Odd. Is there a hammer in the garage you can use? Oh, back in my day, we didn't have hammers. Love it when the game lags like that. Hammer? There's a note here. Let me read this note. Use. 1, 2, 3. I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. That mystery didn't last as long as I made it out to. Let there be light. Batteries, very nice. This is the loot room. There's some good stuff in here. I don't have enough space. Ooh, car keys. Hammer. Hammer! Yeah, that's probably more effective, you're right. Okay. Wow, okay, you know what? I was about to give the hammer a lot of credit. The rock did most of that work. That's just impressive. So basically I just wanted to get that out of the way. But there are things in these crates, like if you're starving to death when you play this game, you know, sometimes there's food in there, like a potato. This is what I wanted, though. Open. Very, very Gmod collision in this game. I want you in here. This is where you're useful to me. Where do I want to put you? I got 2 of you. Bingo. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna ask why there's a hot tub in here, by the way. Not a hot tub, it's like a... You know, in high school, your fucking high school chem lab, how they had the shower in the back? This place has a bath. It's that serious. It's an emergency bath. I don't know what kind of chemicals there might be in use at this place, but... Emergency chemical bath. Good. This is good. Probably the easiest job I've ever had moving something in this game. That's an old can of beans. If I get really, really desperate, I won't use it still because I hate beans. I'd rather die. Come on. Come on. Ah, yeah. All right. That was half the battle. There's another one. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Come here, you. I hate these bloody curtains. I hate them so much. So just to be clear with how much knowledge I have about this game, I'm pretty sure that I played on exactly version 0.7.0. I don't remember what letter may or may not have been amended to the end of that, but I don't think it matters too much because I think those are just denoting bug fixes. So, you know. And this version is 0.8.0e. Stop. Good. And, I don't know exactly what has changed since then and now, but I did see, some stuff about 8 because it's, like, on the, the updates page. My memory's really bad, though, so even if I have been spoiled okay, fascinating maneuver there, filing cabinet. Even if I have been spoiled for, some of the version 0.8 content, I didn't experience all of the 0.7 content, and also my memory's bad, so even if we're gonna use a rock. The rock works wonders, guys. Yeah, so basically, to actually have a coherent thought, I know about, like, the first 14 days of this game, maybe a little more. You know, some events are random. You know, a few random events I will not be surprised by, and other random events may happen very soon that I'll be like, what in the hell? Time will tell, but yeah, for now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a glorified cleaning simulator game. That is good enough. Still stuff from version 6 that people haven't completely figured out yet. I phrase that as if I was going to say, I don't believe you. I don't doubt that you're correct, is what I actually meant to say. And I started not saying that. It is gross in here. This sponge can be used to make it less gross, but it sucks. I don't know if it's working. That means it's working. That sound? It doesn't look like it's working because it sucks. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey. It's just, maybe 1% at best of this room, and not even the entire base, which the entire base is kind of gross. But it's a start. That's enough work for today. I've peaked. Also, why isn't... I can figure out... What's going on with this? Oh, I'm stupid is what's going on with it. Wasn't doing it right. I'm sorry, my brain is soft. Wow, it's at the very bottom. Uh-oh. Sneezed. well, that's actually working now because my brain turned on. Clean the toilet and sink in the bathroom to get an achievement and money. Hell yeah. I should bring the sponge. That's a good idea, me. Quickly. Nice. I should probably... Nice. Did I wet the sponge? Fuck, I don't know. Is this working? Shit. Fuck. You got any ideas? No? God damn it. The water that's in the sink upstairs isn't real water. Wait, idea. Oh, land? Yes. Excellent landing. The bucket, God's greatest creation. Carefully. Excellent. Sink must be on. In the sink? I'm not hearing any "this is working" sounds. What about the toilet? No. Huh. I don't think this is working. What are you looking at? Is the sound busted? Doesn't appear to be doing anything. Hello? You got enough water in there? Here, I got a solution to that problem. Oh fuck, there's no way I can fit the bucket under that. Shit. Oh, we're on. In the freezer. Drive. Crimp. Did I not no, I closed the fridge all the way. There's just a weird gap here. That seems like not good design. For a fridge, this game is perfect. I'm sorry for ever insinuating that it may not be. I got a better idea. Shit. Oh. I've expended all my energy. That achievement will be there later. Ow. Ow. It just... What? This is the only sponge in the entire game. I cannot lose it. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had luggage. Toilet paper, useless. Certificate, also useless. Looks into camera. A single tear rolling down my cheek. MRE, not useless. 2 batteries, not useless. Killjoy. Obviously. This. Never. Isn't that the face you can trust? I think so. You go right here, my friend. Excellent. All right. I know it's not useless. I think, I don't know about the certificate. I think that is genuinely just decoration, but toilet paper can be used in crafting. I know that. Crafting in this game, by the way. See this workbench? Not for show. It says no blueprint because you can craft things. Speaking of, no, it's more convenient to just leave this all as trash. It's smaller that way. Now. Yes, 25. Wow. Now, do I actually have a thing yet? Because it's still day one, right? I don't think I do. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep and eat like 4 MREs. Delicious. Get used to this camera angle. Happens every time you sleep in this game, it doesn't matter where you are. Ooh. Anomalous noises. Goddamn kids, get off my lawn. Get off my lawn! Wow, there's a lot of rocks in the front yard. Oh, I hate that. And up outside, too. I don't want to do that. I'm going back to bed. I don't even want to think about it. Is it gonna start to storm? Bruh. Oh, this is another thing that happens in this game sometimes. Nightmares. I think this one is a parkour challenge. If you do not... if you succeed at the challenge... Where do I go now? Oh, it is dark. Is this not a parkour challenge? Ledge grab for the win. This way? Yeah, okay. If you get a nightmare like that, it's a random chance as far as I know, and you fail whatever challenge the nightmare presents you with, you lose a chunk of your sleep. So I am now back to 30 sleep. Which is good. We like that. That's fun. Oh, come on, man. I'm gonna close this. Gaze. Very realistic. As somebody who doesn't have nightmares, like, I'm gonna go with 90, especially nowadays it's like 100%, but you know, like 95% of the time I just don't have a dream that I can remember. And the other 5% of the time it would be a nightmare for most people, but for me it's just normal. I'm like desensitized to it, I guess. And that is the other 5% of the time that I do remember having a dream. It is a dream where, exactly like a fucking Monster of the Week goddamn Scooby-Doo cartoon, it goes every single time something along the lines of, I am in some sort of classically spooky haunted location, like an old amusement park or a fucking rundown goddamn hospital or something, and I'm being chased by whatever the Monster of the Week is. It doesn't even have to be relevant to whatever location I'm in. I'm just kind of looking for bonus goodies. It's been a while since I've played this game. I think there's actually one down there. Oh, but there's boards behind this. And I don't have a... I have a hammer. There's like a monster of the week, and, you know, most of the dream is me being like, oh, I need to avoid it. And then it's like fucking playing Dead by Daylight, but in my dreams. Or some shit. I've never played Dead by Daylight. From the gameplay of Dead by Daylight, from what I've seen, it's basically every dream I've ever had. I don't even have that hammer on me. I put it upstairs. Fuck! I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Basically, halfway through the dream, I go, like, I'm not even, like, lucid dreaming. I've never lucid dreamed properly in my entire life. But for some reason, halfway through the dream, I always realize I'm in a dream, and I go, wait a minute, this is a dream. And then for some reason, my first course of action when I make that connection is not to just, like, go into creative God mode or something. It's, if this is a dream, that means I can fight the serial killer that's chasing me. And the worst thing that happens is I wake up, but the best thing that happens is I win. And yeah, it's about 50-50 whether or not I win or I get fucking murdered, but, you know, I wake up and it's not like I'm in a cold sweat. I'm just like, you know, if I won and I killed the serial killer, I'm like, yeah. And if I lost, I'm like, damn it, I'll get him next time. And nowadays, I don't even really dream anymore. But yeah, I don't really get the unsleep moodlet in real life from a nightmare. Because for me, a nightmare... Ooh, a mushroom. For me, a nightmare is just a regular dream, and I always wake up from it just like, damn, bro, that was weird. Whatever. Hey. But yeah, rant aside, I think this is done by now, I would fucking hope, and I can't find anything else that's super interesting. It's not done by now. Oh, the storm! God damn it. I didn't even realize. Yeah, the storm will, it'll put this off kilter. Unless you have the upgrade that makes it so that doesn't happen. Which you can bet your sweat bippy I do not have because I just started the save. Alright, this should be done very, very soon. Like, for real this time. I guess I'm just gonna start unpacking things that actually matter to me into this. And those things are going to be... I was told explicitly that I can use bottles for Molotovs, so I will be putting those directly in here. I don't really feel like I need the car keys right now, and I'll keep one extra battery on me. MREs take a lot of space, so I'll also put those. Drives I'm just going to let hang out in this room. Yeah, there's my very long-winded story about every dream I've ever had. That's an overstatement, obviously. I've had, you know, more normal dreams and weird dreams. I've had especially when I was a kid, I had my fair share of those. You know, the classic going to school naked kind of stuff. I actually don't think I've ever had that dream explicitly, but you know, dreams where like all your teeth fall out. I've had those. Yeah, a lot of my dreams have been me versus monster of the week, and then I realize halfway through that it's a dream, and I decide, you know what? I'm gonna fight this motherfucker. And then 50% of those, I either win or lose. It's pretty 50-50, surprisingly enough. So that's cool. I don't think 50-50 is a good record. Not that I know anything about like boxing or fighting sports, but I don't think 50-50 is a good record. But I'm gonna pretend like it is because it's like monster dream serial killers and stuff that I'm talking about, so I'm gonna take the win. And if it's not a win, I'm gonna pretend like it is, and then I'm still gonna take it. Like that. Under there. Nice. Ah, all this garbage. You can buy garbage bags to get rid of this garbage, but I kind of don't have the capital to... I'll make some money back by selling the garbage bags, but I also need to buy a box to put the garbage bags in and then sell that box with the garbage bags in it, and I don't have any money to do any of that. So it's kind of slowly but surely getting some signals and hopefully getting to a point where I can actually, like, send them off and profit. And until that happens, I'm just gonna clean up and faff about. I guess something that I can show right now, I think that's the sound of it being a successful ping, so that's good. TR check is the important one. No, it's a period. These are my transformers. If one of them goes down, the power to the base cuts off. TR3 is suspiciously low, so I'll have to keep that in mind. And another one is SV ping. This is making sure that all of the... Yep, echo is down. So I need to drive out to echo and fix it. And if you look on this map... A is where we are, so echo is over there. But instead of trying to actually read a map and not being able to, because reading maps sucks, I can just do SV target echo. And now the little compass at the bottom of the screen that is very small, the red arrow is pointing towards echo. I got like no sleep, which concerns me, so I think I'm gonna try to go back to sleep and probably fail. Mushroom. Ow. That almost killed me, but it was good. Ah! Okay, closed. We're getting in bed. No nightmares, no nightmares, no nightmares. Please, I beg. But yeah, kind of slow going here at the start of the game, but that's part of the reason I like this game. Probably is my least favorite part, but there are workarounds for it. When you start a new save, you do get some options that you can toggle. I just started a regular save without touching any options because I want this stream of the game, the series of streams, I hope, that I will do multiple. I want them to be, you know, meteor shower. I want them to be, you know, the basic experience from the start. Wow. Wow, isn't that great? Oh, I'm zoomed in. I was gonna say, look at that meteor shower. I still can't see it. Okay, well. Wow. Here, I'll show you another thing. This is a good time to show this. This first couple streams, probably multiple streams, is largely just gonna be, you know, slow going, cleaning up the base, and like I said, or was beginning to say, every day you get a free delivery of an MRE and a drive. Very helpful. As I was starting to say, some options when you start a new game that will like pre-clean up the base for you so you don't have to do that. But again, I wanted this to just be a regular save with all the bells and whistles this game currently has to offer, and that includes the base being absolutely grotesque and the player needing to clean it. And the great thing about that little bonus objective in this game is that, like I said at the start, it's a slow burn, so there's really not much better to do than collect what signals you can kind of slowly because you don't have a whole lot going for upgrades, and then just cleaning the base in your otherwise not very eventful downtime. The communication satellite can go down, and this is where we go to fix it, but I was gonna look at the meteor shower from up here. That would have been aesthetic, but it seems like it's already over with, so We'll take the free box of takeout that is probably fine to eat, and we're just gonna leave. Is that another free box of takeout? I think it's empty. Yeah. Huh? Oh. Oh, time to go. Ooh, I'm gonna check this at the bottom of the ladder so I don't perish, but you can actually turn off fall damage in this game, and I want to make sure it's turned on because I hate myself. What on earth is going on with my thing? I think it's because I'm looking straight down. It doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I think that's gotta be it. I don't think I've ever dismounted a ladder in the crouch position, but there's a first time for everything. Did I not close? Oh, I left this way. Of course I didn't close it. That would require significant effort on my part. And by significant effort, I mean doing this. I'm not going to do that, but I could lock myself out, at least from that direction, by doing that. Note to self, don't do that. Now let's see here, what goodies. Why did I go outside? I don't know, I probably accomplished my goal. Wow, and it's still good. It's still got uses. This clock tells me the in-game time, as well as there's a little box there that also just happens to tell me what day it is. Convenient. One of these days I'll stop explaining things, because ideally there'll be things that I don't understand. That's the fun part. Yeah, this is something that I need to calibrate. Because this is the first time this has happened. On this top one here, this top polarity, you have to change the polarity sometimes. Yeah, this one is... I was trying to make it go back, but... Come on, neutral. I can't do neutral. It's on 15. Nope. And bingo. 99.9. Getting there. 30. Is a little too much. Okay. And bingo. 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 We're 99.4 is close enough. Alright, that's going now. Slow as hell, but it's going. I could send out some reports just so that I, you know... not some reports, some signals right now just to get a little bit of money, but I really would rather... The real money is made from the daily tasks, so I'd rather be doing that for money and just saving my signals for those. Oh, it's time to sit here for a couple seconds, to say the least. So, how are the kids? Nice. 20! 15 credits that made me. I think the first one was low because I was setting the first one, and it's like, whatever I do, I set it. This may be a very profitable exploit at the start of the game here, and I am a fan of that as a poor boy from a poor family. This should be 15. Yep. Exhilarating stuff. Oh, that is so good. $15 at a time, man. That's what it's all about. That is what it is all about. Given that I'm excruciatingly poor at this juncture, I will take every shortcut I can at the precise moment. Ooh, $50. I am rich. I am physically rich. No one can stop me. I am too rich. I need to slam a thing in this. Nice. That is taken a while. Let me look at the upgrades real quick. Let me plot out what kind of upgrades I'd want. Download speed, that is how fast the number we were just looking at goes up. Always good to have. A filter size, I think that's something to do with this. No, I think it has to do with these. It makes it so you don't have to be as precise with this. Ignore the lights flickering. Server stability is as it sounds. All these are pretty much self-explanatory. Transformer stability is how, you know, how long it takes for the transformers to explode. And by explode, I mean they just turn off and then you lose power. Let's see here. So I got this cooking. Still gonna be a little while, but it'll get there. I got 2 of these ready to go out for tomorrow. There was a down server, but when I make my rounds tomorrow, because that's when I'm gonna have to start making rounds, I will just add that to my list of rounds to make. Echo, okay. Noted. Echo is noted. I guess I'll go back to cleaning, man. Let me throw all my trash into this, because you can craft most of the trash into usable stuff. And that would be better than just, like, incinerating it or something at the present moment. I don't really think organic trash is very helpful, but there's a lot of storage space in this thing, so I'm just gonna throw everything in there for now, and we're gonna deal with the consequences at a later date. Paper, is that like... I wanted to keep the paper sheet. Those are useful. A gas can's also useful. I wonder if there's anything in that gas can. I'll have to check. Bag. Paper. That should be a good battery. I guess I'll hang up the certificate. It's not like I have a whole lot else going on for decorations. But where? I don't know why, but my brain says this is a nice spot. I don't think typically you put something like that so low on the wall, but... I don't know, something in my brain was just like, that is the spot for it. The perfect spot. You must put it there. And so I did. I don't really need this MRE right now, so I'm gonna put it there. So, paper. I know this password. I can do a variety of things with this paper. This will turn it into a trash piece of paper prop that I can then use in crafting. This is to tear a page out of a notebook, but I already only have 1 page, and it's not in a notebook, so that's whatever. A tag, I can actually make name tags. You would write, like... I'll stop fucking up how to spell Sean, and I'm just gonna say, you put, like, the name of something there. Or whatever label, and then you would make it a tag, and then you can actually put it on things, and then it'll have like little boxes that pop up, kind of like this, but it'll say the name of the thing instead of drive data. And then you can also just use these to make notes if you want. These are the reports that I'm going to need for the day, because it has crossed midnight, and I now have a daily task. I need 1 signal of level 0. I have 2 signals of level 0, and I'm working on 1, so that's good. I don't have to do anything special there. And I need to go to Quebec Whiskey and Hotel. And then I also need to go to Echo. It was... Yes, Echo. Quebec Whiskey Hotel and Echo. Quebec Whiskey Hotel Echo. Oh. I think I'm going to do one of these. We're going to do in reverse order. So that means I need to go to Echo. I think I already set my thing to that, but I will double check. And, yeah, I know I said that nothing really happens at the start of the game, and I don't think anything is going to happen, but, you know, this is a spooky game. Why don't we go out at 4 a.m.? And then I'll get to showcase, sooner rather than later, the driving mechanics in this video game. I actually don't know if there's... So obviously this is a horror game. Spooky spooksters are gonna try and give me the big murder. Not exactly, like I said, it's a slow burn. I should be safe for about the first week of the game. Almost nothing will happen. I don't know if it's actually important, even beyond that, for me to make sure that I lock the doors. Like, I don't know if anything's gonna creep in, especially while I'm not here. But, you know. This thing has a built-on flashlight. That is a fence. There is a boost button. If I hold shift, I will go faster at the expense of more of my fuel. I will not be doing that very often. It's not that serious. Log. Okay, I'll use it to get up this. Woo! Good landing. Right here it is. Put on the parking brake. It sucks to not do that, and then it rolls downhill. I like to conserve my flashlight by pulsing it, so get used to that. I don't even really need to pulse it right now. I have plenty of light to be able to bumble my way to where I'm going, but... Alright, so this is the server that was down. It is just like the servers at home. Just gotta do one of these. And I can be on my way, but of course I'm going to exploit it for massive money. Because I can, at this juncture. Staring at math. Mi favorita. $15 roonies. Alright, so now this should be fine. Unless another one has gone down, but I would hope not. I know they're at their lowest possible stability. So they're going to be going down a lot more than, you know, later in the game when I've upgraded them, but I hope they don't go down that fast, man. If they literally go down one at a time as I'm fixing them, it's like, what's the point? Ooh, I should have... I kinda have other towers I'm supposed to go to, and I don't know where those are because sense of direction is hard. I believe I want to do these in reverse order, so we're going to hotel. All right, now I can leave. Now I can hopefully not have forgotten anything, and if I did this time, hopefully I can just be like, screw it, and not go back all the way to the top of the tower. I have a really bad habit of like, all right, I'm all done here. And then like halfway down the road, it's like, I forgot something. Fuck. And then I have to turn around. That's just my entire life is doing things like that. Which should not be surprising given how often I complain about having the world's worst memory. About how often I tell you guys about how I have early onset dementia. Am I stuck on a pole? How on earth did I manage this? All right. Well, I have super strength. I can just like, no. I didn't put the parking brake on. I didn't need it on. I was stuck on a pole. Shortcut. Epic. Oh, I forgot to check earlier. Oh, unsurprising. I'm so bad at remembering things. Do I have fall damage turned on? Language settings. Is the game did I make a big mistake? No, okay. That worried me. I'm saving. That worried me. I'm saving. Pick prop / trip over. I do not enjoy that mechanic. I like that that's the option, and maybe one day I'll do a save where I have it turned on, but it bothers me more than it adds to the game. Won't be turning that on. Where is fall damage? Is it on this? Difficulty normal. I don't know what that changes, so I'll just leave it on normal. I don't know. What is FPS 60? 101 FOV. Oh, that's even better than 90. That's even better than 90. Oh. I have a feeling I can't get up that hill. I'll just go the long way. In the version... As I was in the middle of saying, the version of this game that I played like a year ago and got addicted to for a week straight, the terrain was very, very flat. I like the new terrain, but, you know, I used to just take a straight line route between every point of interest that I was headed to. And that is not as safe anymore. And I'm getting a little used to that still, one could say. Oh. Okay. That was normal. That was the scariest thing I've seen. I've only been here for 2 days. I've already seen the horror rock. Oh, now they want their revenge. Get off the rock. Get off the rocks! I'm here. This is hotel. Welcome to hotel. Probably just the wind. Okay, so the main thing that we do every day, our main job. We gotta go physically to the towers that we're given. Only 3 a day. And we have to write down these codes. Verbatim, do not get them wrong, even a little bit. They won't count, and you will cry a lot. I will be double checking 7 times. 07E94DDFDA. 07E94DDFDA. That looks right to me. Only twice this time around. Good job, me. Whiskey. And we go to whiskey. Turn the slate off. Electricity is not cheap. It kind of is. On the grand scheme of... It's not food. Food is not cheap. Comparatively, electricity is quite cheap. But I ain't leaving the lights on. I will save 4 pennies. You cannot stop me. Things I like about games like this is that games like this always develop their own boogeymen. Like, there's actual creatures of ill intent in this game. Spoilers. Not that you should really be surprised by that vague factoid. But, you know, there's also, like, you know, it's the same way that myths evolve in real life. Get over the fence, Dr. Kell. And one of my favorite boogeymen in this game, that when I first played it, I came up with myself and then have retroactively learned that other people believe it to be true as well, is that the trees are alive. At least some of them. And I believe that there are some heinous living trees out there who do want to kill me in my sleep. In the game. I'm not talking about... I'm not that crazy. I am crazy, but not that crazy. One of these days I'll get used to talking and playing the game at the same time. Trees are chill? I don't believe you. You're lying to me. You're one of them. You're a tree. Uh, 2278 F 5F 245A. That looks right to me. Go back, right? We'll go on to Quebec, right? My best Canadian accent. Please cancel me on Twitter, which is a website I don't go to. Parkour! Nice. Almost landed on the AVTV. A little far to the side. And I am a park ranger in a lab coat. I am legally obligated to pick up cans. Littering in my forest? How dare you? Or I just drive off this cliff. Because I would rather drive off a cliff than, God forbid, spend a little bit more time going around. Yeah, I think I probably should just go around. I probably shouldn't drive off that cliff. It looks a little steep. Just a little steep. Now this is the kind of speed where I can and will die if I crash into a tree. Don't do that. Also, I'm gonna do this just to illustrate a point. It may surprise you, but the ATV does not go forward when it is immersed in water. It is, however, otherwise completely fine. Oh man, this riverbank is exceptionally steep. Here we go. You know, you just pull an Oregon Trail and just ford the river, you know? This is where I'm supposed to be. A little more to the left there. Little left? Left, I say. Stop trying to procreate with the building, ATV. Yes, this is where I'm supposed to be going. Go back. Excellent. It's me. Hello. Hash. Obviously, this shows a log of everything. So as you can see here, it has the hash codes from the other servers as well. It doesn't tell me what hash code, you know, what server, what satellite that hash code is for, but you can use context clues. You can just try your damnedest to remember which one it was. Obviously, in this case, you know, immediately after this hash code, immediately before this hash code, I targeted Whiskey, so this is the one from Whiskey. But, you know, I'd rather do it right after getting them. 3, 4, 8, 4, 2, 7, 7, 3. All numbers. Wow. 16, 34, 84, 27, 73. That looks right to me. Do an SV ping real quick while we're out here. Really, really hoping. Nothing. Excellent. All right. SV target. It's very particular. You can't use a comma. That's not allowed. Alpha. And Alpha is, of course, the fancy name for home base. So we're going home. That is, minus the part that we'll do when we get back, the entire main gameplay loop for this game. Just you get server, you get signals. You go around, you do hash codes, you make sure the servers aren't broken. There is a very physical good reason to make sure they're not broken, other than the fact that you get money from fixing them and stuff. Is they'll make it so you download things even slower when collecting signals. So making sure all of them are in tip-top shape is preferable. And then you go back to base, and you send your reports and drives off, and then you get money. Then you reinvest that money back into your operation. And at a certain point, you have such an excess of money that you can start buying like decorative items and, you know, more expensive quality of life items that would not be advisable to get beforehand. And other fun things. And that is the entire gameplay loop. Excellent. Let's listen to this guy. Wow. That's some good music. I'm gonna pause it because it sounds awful, actually. I only need one of these for today, so... I got my completed form. And I only need one of those, so let's send it out. And put the form on top. Now we just need to go and send it out. You send it out by putting it exactly on this pad where they drop off stuff when you order things. Or when they send you the daily supplies. And then you call for the drone. It'll be here at whatever rate it is approaching. That's roughly 100, I assume, meters a second, so it'll be like a minute before it gets here. And then it doesn't count until it also leaves with the stuff, so it'll be a minute or two real time before that credited. Yeah, that's the gameplay loop right there. We will hopefully get a healthy little chunk of change. It's not as probable as fixing the servers. Literally 15 every time I break my record, dude. This is overpowered. Minus the fact that I have to actually wait for the servers to go down. But also, my server stability is the lowest it will be at this point in the game. Right? So it's kind of busted to just keep breaking my record and getting 15 schmeckles for every single record broken. I just have to wait for the servers to actually go down. This is crazy. It's crazy. Let's get a new signal going. I'm trying to think about in my mind's eye what the best upgrades would be. Obviously, I mean, at a base level, this whole operation is working fine, but this is... The cooldown is fucking abysmal. How fast this thing actually moves is fucking horrific. Upgrading that kind of stuff would just be nice. This also is incredibly slow. Yes! Daily task. 21 points. Plus 75 for the report. The report is the best way to get points at the start of the game. They're upset that the data wasn't good, but I don't have any upgrades. And you only asked for one level 0 anyway, so like, did you expect good data? Signal processing levels? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That would be the best thing to do. Because then I'll get even more money for these. That also means they're going to ask more of me. Right now, all they want are level 0s. Because that's physically all that I can give them, and they're only asking for 1 right now. But, you know... It definitely is feasible for me to start pumping out some higher leveled ones. If nothing else, get it so that I can do level 1s would be nice. Probably will be the first upgrade I get, and then other than that, I don't know. Like I was saying, abusing the new record on the server repair, a little 15-point bonus that you get, is currently my main money-making strategy, other than just, like, you know, doing my job and playing the game. My get-rich-quick scheme at the moment, if you will, is to abuse records. But that relies on the servers going down, and also... You know, it's not exactly future-proof. We will get to a point where I just physically can't break my record anymore. And then what? So, you know, not upgrading server stability for the time being is a good idea, but in general, I will want to do that pretty soon, too. Just because it's annoying. Alright, well, I think, more or less, I am once again officially on that I have nothing really to do right now grind, so let's do some more cleaning. So, the way that I like to clean in this game is this is my everything room. There is something that you can buy in the store. I showed you the bed earlier and how it's nailed to the floor. It wasn't always that way. And it's that way so that you have to walk all the way upstairs to sleep. Unless you want to just, like, pass out at your desk, which I don't encourage. But they did add a sleeping bag. I don't know why my caps lock is on. God hates me. To the game. And it's kind of pricey, but eventually I'd like to get it. And then I'll basically live almost exclusively in this room. That's the way that I like to play this game. So obviously this room is the one that is most imperative to me that we clean up and make look not like shit. So I guess we'll start with that. Obviously these trash piles are the biggest eyesore. Suppose I should buy some garbage bags then, huh? Am I not typing? Garbage bag roll, 12 bags, slightly more expensive than individual garbage bags, but it is incredibly annoying to have to equip a new garbage bag every time. The roll is just more convenient, so I'm going to spend about 50 schmeckles on that. And it would be the most efficient to buy some other things that I might need at the same time, but I don't currently know what those things would be. I guess I'm going to want to put those garbage bags... I know the garbage bag roll is a scam. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I will buy 10 singular garbage bags. I'll buy 12, the same as the rolls. And I will save 4 credits, but you'll see how terrible it is. I find it to be annoying anyway. It is worth the 4... What is that, 25%? It sounds bad. But it is worth the small tax for convenience to me. Even at the start of the game here when it is hard going. Let me, box. Item box. Oh, I don't physically have the, needed to do multiple orders. Unfortunately. I want to get a scope on. Yeah. Yeah. All these rocks. Okay, so what do I have fuel in this? 25. How much fuel did I use? How much fuel did I use? That is here. About exactly 25. All right. Yeah, is it here? It worked. If it's not there, it worked. Better to shovel the trash? I can shovel the trash? Fuck, how much is a shovel? I didn't even know I could do that. What? I can shovel the trash? I don't need to buy a shovel. I actually know that one of the... Ooh, I just remembered. One of the Transformers has a shovel at it, but also, how good are the Transformers doing? Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna want to go to TR3 today. Not great. Not great. Did I... No, I sent off. Yeah, I sent off my data for the day. Okay, I guess I'll be leaving again. At some point, maybe. I just looked at my food and sleep. Not now. It is ill-advisable to do that now. But in the near future, I will be leaving again. And I guess we're going to TR3. The front door's not locked. I would go on some sort of crazy conspiracy tirade that something unlocked the door, but also my memory is incredibly bad, and I'm sure I just forgot to. In fact, I remember now that I did forget to. I looked out the front door, and then I stepped back inside. I guess I should go and get the things I ordered off the helipad. Now that I hear the sound of that thing presumably dropping some of my goods on top of some of my other goods. Yeah. Trash bags. Not enough space? What do you mean not enough space? How much volume is a trash bag? Holy shit. This is how trash bags work. I can shovel. Is these... Okay, so I do know that these piles are from different sources. You see me move... I'm not touching my mouse, and I don't, as far as I know, have any drift on my mouse. You see my screen moving? That's a result of being tired. And the reason it's drifting is not for a great reason. Just say okay. That's funny. I don't intend on purposefully encountering the sleep paralysis demon that's in this game, but there is a sleep paralysis demon in this game. And my screen drifting is trying to get me to lock eyes with the sleep paralysis demon. And of course, that's not good. It's not a great thing to be caught by the sleep paralysis demon. So I'm gonna take my stuff in while staring at the ground. And I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go lie down. I think these are wood piles, and I really don't care about wood. Is that how it works? I just assume that's how it works. So if I can shovel the trash piles to get stuff from them, I assume the different types of trash piles produce different resources, right? Why did I wake up? Oh, I know why I woke up. It's because I'm too hungry. Usually in this game, it's not a good sign if you wake up in the middle of the night. That's why I immediately paused. In this game, there's a mechanic where if there is some sort of event going on, you are not allowed to pause the game even. But especially, like, even autosaves are disabled. I think saving is disabled for the reason of saving in the middle of an event could potentially break your game, but you can't pause in the middle of an event because, obviously, this is a horror game, and pausing in the middle of a horror game is like, you know, you're allowed to have a moment of reprieve from whatever might be happening, and the game is like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Which is a rude maneuver, but I approve of the rude maneuver. No, I would really rather not tip this table over. I just wanted to move it to the side. That's better than it was. Once again, low sleep, so I'm just gonna use it because I probably forget that it's in the fridge anyway. So the chocolate bars in this game are coffee chocolate bars, which means they will give you sleep back. I'm just going to use this one. Thought it would only be one use. I'm also going to eat this burger. Like I said, I kind of live my entire life in this game in the main room, just because that's what I find to be convenient. So you know what? Having food in the fridge doesn't matter anyway. You guys want to see a funny cartoon? Why didn't it work? Huh? Used to be able to slip on the banana peel. Ah! You still can. I got majorly pranked by not slipping twice in a row and then being like, oh, I guess you can't anymore. And then it did it anyway. Epical. Epic video gaming. Let's see here. Oh, gas. Gas. I do know about this mechanic that I think is new for update 0.8. I believe on the version of the game I played, this wasn't here, but this can actually turn things into fuel. And obviously you need a gas can to do that. So instead of throwing that can out or something, I am going to hang on to it. Because I can refuel it. Refill it? Refueling is something you do to the ATV. I'm just refilling the gas can with fuel. This is a good battery? Yes. Good to know. Well, I am on an acceptable amount of food and sleep at the moment, so I am going to use the trash bag. So basically, trash blobs like this, you just bag them up. And there it is. Does the trash bag have less volume? Yes. Okay, so filling the trash bag decreases its volume. Huh. Good to know, but if you don't have the trash bag roll, kind of have to equip a trash bag every time you want to. And then if you're looking at something like this, it won't let you equip things because this has the hotkeys, the number hotkeys. So like, pushing 3 right now is not, pushing 4 isn't bringing me to the trash bags right now. I have to look away, so kind of really annoying, the singular trash bags. But if user in chat is correct and I can shovel things to actually, like, actually get useful resources from them, I think I'm going to be predominantly doing that. Again, though, I assume that what type of trash pile you shovel matters. And I know these brown ones are, like, wood shavings or whatever. Can't say I'm super interested in having a massive hoard of wood scrap, so I will use those trash bags on those. I believe you. How the fuck did I just went in the wrong door. I believe you, but I've never done it before. Is that new in this update? Or has that always been a thing and my dumbass just bought 1,000,000 trash bags to clear out this entire base? It gives you the scrap related to that type. Good. Good. I don't remember what color trash pile is electronic scrap. Is it? I think this is plastic. Plastic, paper, wood. I think electronic scrap pile would have, like, green bits in it for, like, circuit boards. That is probably the most valuable type of scrap, so I guess it makes sense that it's kind of, like, not very common. Damn, bro. Fuck. Use my... the enter key did not work on my numpad. Cool. Ooh, I am still streaming, right? Good. I say that because, I like to use my number pad. I don't. Let me finish that statement. I don't like to use my number pad at all, which is exactly why I like to use my number pad for, like, hotkeys. Ooh, there's more of these in here. They got anything in them? No. And one of those hotkeys may or may not be the start streaming button. I don't remember. I think I removed that. You think it's new, you didn't know about it until recently. Well, it's new to me. Thank you for the knowledge. Ooh, I just remembered. Fuck. I actually want to go to TR3, right? That's getting low. That's getting low. I wish this console was bilingual so that I could actually use commas and have it work. Because the amount of time that I accidentally type a comma and then it's like, that's not a command you can use. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, the command was right. I just used a comma instead of a period. I will choke you. The amount of times that happens is more than 0, which makes me upset. We're going to TR3. I should have targeted it. If it's not one thing I forget, it's another. SV target TR3. Any servers I can repair here? There isn't a server at the transformer bases. There are not servers that I can use there. Consoles, rather. So... close this door. That is a thing that is kind of annoying, because if I want to go to a tower directly after going to the transformers, I have to first find a tower to then... and crawl all the way up it to enter the little room, to then be able to actually target a tower. We'll cross that road when we get there. Speaking of crossing roads, parkour. That was the thinnest sliver of land that I saw an opportunity, and I took it. And I am more powerful because of it. I don't like the look of this cliff. Quite stiff. Stiff? Steep. Quite steep cliff. Nyom. When I played this game, was it before they added the parking brake, or was I just stupid and forgot to use it all the time? That was probably a fine noise. Because I remember, like, constantly doing this when I played this game the last time. And then I'd come back, and this would have, like, there wouldn't have been a fence here, and this would have rolled its way all the way down the hill. There's a parking brake now, which I greatly appreciate. Oh, it's this one. I didn't bring anything. It's a good thing this hammer's here. Parking brake has been there for a long time. It's a good thing to know that I am just stupid. Already knew that, but, you know, good to have it be confirmed. I was about to say, am I fixing the wood? Like, I am using a hammer on wood. I do really enjoy the new Transformers. I also knew about these. I don't think these were in version 0.7. There's so much trash up there. Green. Oh, I should have brought... So another thing you can do? Oh no, it's stuck in ball form. Get down! Save him! Oh, I'm making it worse. It'll sort itself out. Another thing you can do, if you really want, and this is the reason I just said I wish I brought a trash bag, you can put something like this in a trash bag, and then you can break the trash bag, and it will be the exact same thing you put in there. I have used that to transport a certain substance in a previous version of the game. Just to have, because I'm a weirdo, I guess. Know of a good reason. Well... Accidentally punted something. Apple. I actually look in these. It doesn't seem like there's going to be anything in. Realize this battery has red barrel, danger. I just realized this. Wow, the trash is bad in here. Oh my god. Can I just set this place on fire? That's probably not a good idea. Oh my god, this place is horrifically disgusting. We're leaving. So it's a minor problem, because there is a tower right there, but if I wanted to go to specifically hotel right after being in here, I have to go to a different tower nearby and climb all the way up it and then do stuff from in that tower. Something that I really want to be added to this game. If by some miracle the developer for this game is hearing me right now, first of all, I love your game. Big fan. Second of all, I want you to add a laptop to the store. And the laptop is like... The laptop is to the main computer console and the computer on the player's desk, that the sleeping bag is to the bed upstairs in the base. It's just kind of, it can be expensive, it can be a late game item, but it's just, hey, you can now literally use the console and like use the shop from anywhere kind of thing. I think that would be cool. Why did I come here? think it was just to prove a point. Guess not really, because I do need to actually target something. I'd rather know where alpha is. And just guess. It's not that hard to figure out these things, though. Getting a bit dark. Game lagged a little bit because it's saved. Again, get used to me pulsing the flashlight because I use that rather than leave it on. When I remember to, anyway. Obviously, I haven't gotten down to 2.5 battery on my flashlight because I've been particularly efficient at remembering to pulse it. Sometimes I've just been leaving it on by accident, but you know, when my brain works and I'm conscious about it, I do like to pulse my flashlight, get used to it. Oh, but yeah, I think a laptop that would just be like, it's probably gonna have to be, for balancing reasons, like incredibly expensive, just as like a late game stretch goal for the player, and then it just lets them use the shop and other things on their computer, as well as maybe have a little terminal they can use just on the go. I think that would be a great addition. Like I said, the computer equivalent of the sleeping bag to the, I don't like how high I am on this cliff. As far as I know, fall damage is on. The computer equivalent to the sleeping bag is for the bed. I think it would be cool anyway. Enough rambling about that though. Let me compute all of my brain power. All like 14 kilobytes of data that my brain is capable of storing to just like not slam into a tree and actually make my way safely back to base. That would be nice. I say that, but I didn't really stop talking at any point, and here we are. Concussion-free back at base. So that's a win in my book. Some character development. Boop. Boop. Honey, I'm home. Sitting. I can actually sit in this chair, but I never do. I believe the version I played, actually, the chair was more centered in this area. It doesn't move from this spot. There is no way to move this chair. I would think it would be really cool if you could move in the chair and rotate it and stuff. It was just limited to this area. You couldn't roll the chair too far. And then the thing I would do with that power is I would just get rid of the chair. I would put it like here, and I would never sit in it again. Because to me, the chair is in the way. I would like it if I could see the monitor from here. There's a whole lot to see, but I would like it. Ooh, new signal. Yep. Yep. Lay down those funky beats. Yep. Excellent job. Oh, I just realized we got the upgrade. So let's upgrade something. What would be a cool one? These are both exoplanets. Let's do the red giant. Obviously this in itself takes a little bit of time, but you know. This game, like I've said many a times, is a slow burn. We have plenty of time to spare. At the moment, anyway. Literally nothing better to do than set these things up that are going to take like the entire day to carry out, and then just go and do something else in the meantime. I would love to set this up and then actually go and get some quantifiable sleep. I think I am gonna want to use... Ooh. Right now, one of my biggest gripes with this game is that the batteries have no distinction in your inventory. a battery with no charge is in the same stack as the batteries with full charge. And you cannot choose which one is which. I'm gonna take this low battery. This flashlight's almost dead, but I am going to use the remaining 2.5 charge. Here we go. Absolutely milk the battery for all it's worth. So this is operated using the scroll wheel on your mouse. My scroll wheel, like this mouse is pretty old, and the scroll wheel's kind of gunked up. So it's kind of annoying when I go to scroll the scroll wheel and it doesn't work. And then, like, I'm trying to stop it as close to 100 as I can, and it's like, I am scrolling right now, but it's just not registering all the time. Like, right now, I'm scrolling down to try and stop it, and it's, there we go. A little annoyance I have with this game. I don't think that's really the fault of the games, but, you know. A little bothersome. I'm gonna leave it at 99.5. I don't even want to wrestle my scroll wheel right now. Yeah, I was originally thinking maybe I'd play for longer, but I think we're gonna be wrapping up this first stream real soon. I don't know the exact equivalent ratio in this game, but the days are pretty long. I have been streaming for 2 hours. I've been pretty much playing this game the entire time, maybe save a couple minutes on the menu. And we're only on day 2. That's a pretty, like, we're approaching day 3, you know. About 2.5 in-game hours, however long those are. But the days are quite long in this game. So I think sometime after it ticks over into day 3, I'll be calling it quits for now, but that'll be the first 48 hours of the first 2 days of the about a week where almost nothing happens at the start of this game. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? You wanna repeat that for the class, maybe? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Space? Sky jellyfish? So I did say that, you know, about the first week of this game is a slow burn, almost nothing happens. I also said almost. And I've never seen this event before. I should rephrase what I've been saying the entire stream. Almost nothing happens. Extra emphasis on almost. And when things do happen, they're the kind of things that aren't gonna kill you, more than likely. Obviously, this is not causing me any bodily harm right now, but, okay. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 space jellyfish. Ah. Okay. I need to sit down. Oh my god. Oh, there's another one. 6. Odd. Okay, well. That's a new event to me. Anything else going on? No. I wonder, it might be too late. One last basic thing that I neglected to mention, since I am treating most of you like people who have never seen this game before. There is a scanner in the base that I've been just walking by and taking for granted and not even looking at very... not even been keeping an eye on it or looking at it very hard. I haven't been very inquisitive about its going-ons because, like I said, I fully anticipated the start of this game to be an almost... This is because I am tired and hungry. I will get an MRE in a moment. This thing. Yep, those are appearing. Yep. I was just curious. According to this, there are 7 pings. Alright, I get it, game. I'll have an MRE. I don't know about you guys, but I don't collapse when I am hungry. Odd, in my opinion. Odd behavior. If you collapse when you are even the slightest bit peckish, probably see your doctor about that. That's not financial advice, but I would highly encourage you to see a professional about that behavior. And that goes for you too, Dr. Kel. Maybe don't. Maybe don't just do that. Can we go without a nightmare? My money's on no, because it's going to be a long period of time that I have to sleep before I'm willing to get up. Thank you, delivery drone, for the free food and drive. Wish I knew what time it was. The rolling sky doesn't exactly tell me a whole lot. It is 4 a.m. Good to know. I want to sleep. Why? I can save and pause, so I assume it's fine, but why? Oh, I think I know why. I think if I have too much sleep... I think the threshold's 75? My sleep is above 75, I just can't go back to sleep? I think that's what it is. Oh, let's bring this signal over and save it and give it a listen. Them funky space tunes. They should keep their day job. Hey, look. Upgraded signal. Daily task. 2 signals of level 1. Yikes. I am going to leave it here, I think. I'm gonna save. Delicious save. And, yeah, I think I was originally thinking maybe I would stream. I have a habit when I play this game where I play it for like 6 hours at a time. That said, I just recently gotten back into streaming again after some stuff in my life making it a little more difficult. And it's not entirely over, that stuff. But I should be able to stream again tomorrow, and tomorrow I might stream for more than 2 hours and some change. I don't know if it'll be this game, but... yeah, I don't think I'm going to be playing for 6 hours right now, unfortunately. Only this much, but yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna save and leave standing here so that when I come back I'm confused. And I would like to thank you all for watching this prolonged tutorial and introduction to Voices of the Void, because that's essentially what it was, with me explaining things poorly as the game went on. I would really like to play more of this game on stream in the future, just because I like this game and I think that would be fun. For those of you who are interested in the videos that I make about games, I don't know if I will be making a video about this game. I like to do that for games that I finish, and this game isn't even able to be finished right now. It's only in version not .8. But maybe I will after a couple streams. That could be fun. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope to do this again soon, if not even as soon as tomorrow.